questions for Coach?
Seemed like you guys were starting to crescendo there at the end of the game. Had a lot of really good chances on that. Too many men penalty, though, kind of took you out of your game. Kind of feels like that's been a microcosm of the season. You're so close, but that one little mistake is what bites you.
The too many men was my fault. I should have pulled the goalie at 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. There was a TV timeout. We should have pulled the goalie then and been organized. And I just felt like that was just a little too much time. I thought we were creating enough chances 5-on-5 than to panic at that point. Ultimately, the chances weren't going into goals, and you know, Barry and I talked, and he was right. We should have pulled the goalie at that point and been organized instead of trying to do it on the fly. So I take full responsibility for the too many men on the ice.
And you mentioned the shot. It seemed like tonight you had a lot better chances. Mm-hmm. Maybe not quite enough, though.
Well, we can say not quite enough because we didn't score, but I think we had plenty to give us an opportunity to score, to give us an opportunity to tie a game, win the game, whatever. But I look at the mistake, you know, the too many men on the ice is my fault, but the goal they scored was a complete, I think that's a microcosm of our season. Don't even give Chris Nell a chance. We got guys standing beside their guy. Certain players can't be on the ice. It's just, that to me is our season. Again, I'm not downplaying that mistake at that time, but we waited for the 58.5 minute mark of the third night in a row that we've been shut out. So I look at lots of different things as microcosms of our season.
And how much emphasis was there on getting better chances going into this game?
The emphasis wasn't on getting better chances in. It was making it more difficult on the goalie, which I ultimately don't think we did. I think we had more chances, more good chances than last night, but I don't think we made his life as difficult as I would have liked it. But no, that's not having watched it yet. I'm not taking anything away from that kid. He's going to be the defensive player of the week, and he's going to earn it, and he's earned it. You know, as good as he played this weekend is as good of a goalie's back-to-back nights as we've seen all year long. So, full marks to him.
Coach, you're already talking about the process. How do you think I know you haven't had time to really look at the tape or anything, but how do you think your team's going to grade out this week?
I think we're going to grade out tonight not bad. Lost special teams both nights. Lost little things like face-offs. We got killed tonight. Last night we were 54%, so not too bad. I mean, the areas that we're going to win we're going to win the battles tonight. We're going to win the chances for versus chances against, I would think. We're going to lose the special teams, which is both nights in a row, and not the fact that we gave up. I guess we gave up a goal on the PK, but it was really the empty net goal. So I think tonight is going to grade out okay. Last night was under 50% in terms of our overall process, and that's not going to get you wins.
You talked about on the show, this is a different team than the one you faced up in Marquette earlier in the year. Fans that don't follow on a regular basis think 5 goals a game up there. What's the difference in this team?
I think the goaltender played much better this weekend than he did that weekend. I do think Shane Suth adds a whole lot to their team. Now, I'm not putting their team is playing better. You know what they're doing a lot better to me is defending. I thought their defending was better this weekend, and you know, a lot of the chances we had were one and done, I thought, and not a second and third chance, which goes to your defending. The other thing I think they are right now is way more confident than they were when we were up there before. We were coming off a good weekend. I'm not sure what they were coming off of, but it had been a poor first half to that point for them. And now their second half has been much better, and that's 2 sweeps in a row with Anchorage at home and now us. So, you know, we all know these kids base themselves on momentum and the highs and lows and trying to manage those. And I think that is something that was much different from this weekend to the last time we played them.
Because of that, are you glad you're stepping out of the league next week?
No, I think it's going to make it hurt more because I'd like to get back playing. But I can tell you that this team needs a rest. It needs a rest mentally and physically from each other. It's been a very difficult season, and when your elbow is deep in it, it's hard to put a thumb on why. But there's things that come to mind, and they start in late August, and it's been, your month of October, your month of November being total opposites, and then since then it's been indifferent. So they need a rest. And now the Mercyhurst game obviously is a big celebration next week. A lot of people that this program means a lot to, and that mean a lot to this program, are coming back, and not only the program but the building, and BG, the talent. So our guys, the one thing which I don't know if I like or dislike, but they're able to move on pretty quickly, quicker than coaches are, I think. So we'll go back to work either Tuesday or Wednesday. At this point, preparation matters, there's no doubt, but our preparation's been very similar to our games. It's been one day good, the next day not so good. So I want to manage that as well. And at this point, we're fine, we're in good shape. I think stepping away from league play, I wish we weren't, so we could get back feeling good about ourselves, but ultimately I think we need a rest.
Questions for Lukas?
How do you feel about the quality of the 40 shots you guys had tonight?
The chances were there with our shots. Just need more people in front of the goalie taking his eyes away. But overall, we did a good job getting shots to him, but we just didn't capitalize on them.
How does it affect you guys mentally when you're going through a tough stretch and not scoring?
Yeah, we're battling through it. It all starts in practice. And we just got to bear down, and eventually we'll get one, and there'll be many more to come.
Hey, so what do you feel like you need to do to get the offense going?
Go to the dirty areas, just get a greasy goal somehow. Like I said, once we get one, they'll start coming. That's all we need to do.
How do you feel about playing a non-league game next week and then having a week off? Do you guys need a week off sometimes?
I think we do. It's been a long season so far. We haven't had too much time off. And with next weekend, with one game, hopefully we can make a statement with that game, put a few goals in and set us up for the next two games, then hopefully playoffs.